Welcome to Coaching Uncut, a special series on the Unstoppable Woman podcast, where I take you behind the scenes and give you a peek into the private coaching I do with my clients. All of these coaching calls have been recorded with the permission from my clients who have generously allowed me to share these with you as a way of helping more people in this world. They give you access to master level coaching and the opportunity to learn the lessons that they're learning right along with them. Please keep in mind that these recordings are not studio productions and the audio quality may be less than ideal, but the content will take you far and help you become unstoppable. With that, listen in and learn. Good morning. How are you?
Good. Happy Thursday. I was opening the bounty of boxes that arrived at my house.
I know.
that was like a job in and of itself. Oh my goodness. But no, it was great. Love the socks. They're freaking hilarious. Yes, they did. They did. And the whole place setting and lots of
Isn't the place setting beautiful?
It is really, really pretty. I love it. Yeah.
Did the flowers come?
The flowers came as well. They were like a little, they need some TLC. Hopefully they'll spring back to life. They were sort of wilted a bit, but they smell nice. And it's still in a very pretty container. And, I'm trying to remember. I was good. I didn't open, there's a thing that says open on Saturday. I read directions, did not open that yet.
I can't remember what that is. Now I have to go back and figure out what's coming on Saturday. Oh, shit.
And all the food, I'm like, I need more room in my refrigerator. So anyway,
I know.
It's awesome. It's awesome. So thank you.
You're so welcome.
Looking forward to it. Trying so hard not to make myself wrong, but it's so hard. Like, I know this is a pattern, so I don't want to offer it as an excuse. I'm just going to say what is. It's like, we talked about synthetic imagination and, what would it take for these things to integrate? Because I had made the point about what does it mean if my private time I'm drawn to topics that have nothing to do with my, current professional role. And it's a combination, it's probably avoidance. I want to say that it's not, but I'm going to just acknowledge it probably is, like not making the time, certainly during the week when I get in my, pace of going from thing to thing all day and then attending to making dinner and dealing with the kids or whatever it is I have to do. I'm not consistent. I do it sometimes, but not every time am I making the mental space and the time to just think. So that's just an acknowledgement there. And then I don't know if that just is reality and I shouldn't beat myself up over it. Reality meaning like, yes, I'm running like 1,000 miles per hour all day long. And by the end, I'm just tired. Or is it, an avoidance mechanism? But the bigger and related point is, like, I just struggle with the blank page. I struggle with I'm always looking for a model of, okay, well, it's kind of like what this person did here. And I just don't see that. And I know you could say, well, there's billions. Yeah, but that's not the same thing. It's in the same loose field, but that's the person who full time was a performance coach, wasn't managing a team really. And it was just like, I just don't really, that's not what's in my mind when I'm thinking of bringing these things together. So a long preamble to, I'm finding myself struggling. Now, granted, this has only been like a day or two, But yeah, that's where I am. So I'm taking full accountability for that. Like, this is not any, like, Amira, how come you haven't told me what I'm supposed to be when I grow up or anything like that. Like, that's not where I'm coming from.
There's two questions here.
Yeah.
That you brought up. Do you want to create the time for this?
Right. Well, my behavior would say no.
Well, but consciously, yeah, your behavior's saying no, but your behavior is driven by your subconscious programming that doesn't want change. What is your conscious choice on this?
Yeah, my conscious choice is yes, I want to make time. I want to, quote, figure this out.
Okay. So stop there and problem solve. When are you going to create the time?
I mean, I think it in part comes down to putting it in my calendar, because if it's not in my calendar, it doesn't happen. So, or it's less likely to, put it that way. And doing it.
Yeah. So it's just like me and running. I got to go when it's raining out, and I don't want to. Okay?
Right.
I got to go when I'm tired, and I just want to say, oh, I'll do that tomorrow.
Right.
It doesn't matter if I skip a day.
Right. And I do that so much.
You do the excuse making?
Yeah.
Skip? Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, I think everyone has places in their lives that they do that.
Yeah.
My challenge is doing that around the exercise.
Right.
Your challenge is doing it. What's interesting is that, you love the personal development, but you're also avoiding it.
Exactly.
So to me, that seems like you love the personal development as long as it's not causing you to actually do anything different. If it's
empty if you don't do anything different.
Correct. Absolutely. If it's just armchair reading, which is what most people do, okay?
Yep.
And they don't apply it, then nothing actually changes. They have a lot of knowledge, but they haven't applied it. There's a lot of getting ready to get ready to get ready.
Yes.
And then reading another book and getting ready to get ready to get ready.
Yeah, and I feel like that's been I know this is not new information to you. I'm just acknowledging it. Like, that has been my total pattern for forever. And then I get into the loop of, it's been my total pattern for forever. Let's be honest, it's not going to change now. Who am I kidding? That kind of thing. And I know it's up to me to say, well, it is going to be different now. And if I want it to be different now, it can be different now, but I have to do the work.
Which means you make a choice, you problem solve around it. I mean, this is really once you unpack the subconscious program that's running the show, then it does actually take making a conscious choice and disciplining yourself so that it becomes who you are. Is it easy initially? Absolutely not. Okay? Is it well worth it? Yeah. Okay?
Yeah.
But that challenge is what keeps most people playing at the same level. And you want more for yourself. So let's not look backwards, okay?
Right.
Because you're like, I haven't done it, I'm like this. That actually reinforces the pattern.
Yeah.
So instead, tell me what you want. You want to create time for this. Okay. When are you going to create the time? What goes on the calendar? Is it during your dog walk? Is it right after these calls? Is it from 7 to 8 p.m. at night? What is it only on the weekends, right? Like what is your commitment to yourself? And I would, at this stage in the game, not make it just on the weekends because you need to actually do something consistently.
Right.
Yeah.
Because when you said that, I was like, oh, well, that's doable. I can do that.
Yeah. Right.
Well, if it's easy, then it's not enough.
Well, I mean, I'm not saying that you don't spend more
don't.
time on the weekend, but
Right.
here's the thing. You're avoiding doing the deep work that you need to do to figure out how to create this in your life, because it's confronting, and it's confronting your belief structure. It's confronting your identity. It's confronting the fact that you actually want more than you have now, and I'm saying you can have it, and your belief structure is saying, no, my identity says I'm not allowed to have everything I want.
Right.
So I'm going to throw up all this very tactical, reasonable stuff to get in my way, to get in your way.
Right.
And it looks legitimate. I have a full-time job. I need to take care of the kids, right? I need some downtime, right?
Yeah. Totally.
And, and, you know.
Or my favorite, I'm just tired. I need to sleep.
Yeah. And all of that is actually true, right? It's legitimate. Right. It's not true. But would you have more energy? Would you have more clarity? Would you have more inspiration in your life? Would you actually not be using the energy trying to fix yourself and beating yourself up if you were just putting the energy into creating what you wanted?
Right. It's also wrapped up in, and again, you know, this is another excuse coming, but I just have to get it out. It's also wrapped up in the working that faith in the unseen, the faith piece. You know, it's the faith plus the persistence.
Absolutely, 100%. And you need to work on the microcosm there, which is, I gave you a very straightforward assignment, not necessarily easy for you.
Yeah, right.
But straightforward, which was, what would the synergy look like? We asked a better question. If you could do both, if you could integrate that, what would that look like? And you must sit down and use your imagination, and your subconscious is going to distract you and say, I don't have time, I'm tired, this work stuff takes priority, the kids take priority, you know, whatever. And 15 minutes of asking a better question and saying, I am ignoring the fuck out of that, and I'm going to sit down and I'm going to just let my creative imagination work, my power of imagination to solve problems work.
Right.
And I know you would come up with 1,001 answers, okay? Then it's a question of, which one do I like, right?
Which of course makes me laugh. I'm like 1,001. Like I can't even come up with one. But, And
the other thing that's going to come up for you is a lot of reasons why it won't work, okay? And you just acknowledge that. This is very important. Just acknowledge that, and you ask a better question in the face of that. You say, well, what if he would like that? What if she would like that? What if that would work? How would that look? And if that could work, what would I need to do? Okay? And there's you don't stop at the oh, well, that would never work for my family because blah, 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 right?
Yep. I'm just jotting it down.
So do we have a commitment?
Yes.
Okay.
And here's my tactical question. I know it's not about time, but for the sake of getting in the habit, is it, you know, if I said, well, I can commit to 15 minutes a day, or is that not enough?
I think that's fine.
All right. You're exhausting.
Say that again?
You're thinking to yourself, she's exhausting.
You need to get in the habit. And, you know, I started running by running 30 seconds at a time and then walking 30 seconds at a time.
Oh, yeah.
And I did that for, 20 minutes, 15 minutes, and then I did it a little longer, and then I did it a little longer.
Yeah.
And start with 15 minutes, okay?
Right. Okay.
It's a solid amount of time.
Yeah.
Okay?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
I can do that. It's going in the calendar today.
Okay, awesome. I
that
love
I'm doing it. And I'll see you tonight.
See you tonight. Okay, take care.
Okay.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
Thank you so much for joining us for Coaching Uncut. If you loved what you learned today, please leave us a comment and let us know. We always love a thumbs up or a 5-star review, so thank you in advance for that. And if you want to take your life and your business to the next level and it's time to scale, please reach out to us and schedule a consult at theunstoppablewoman.com/next level. So that's theunstoppablewoman.com/next level. See you in the next episode. Rock it out and be unstoppable.